doing the research and asking the question is such an underrated thing. So many people in an interview, they don't ask question. I ask them like, hey, do you have any questions for me? No, pretty clear. Really? I did list every single thing in my job description. It's a two-way conversation, right? So I really need to do a bit of research and ask. You want a quick hack? Go and Google like what are questions to ask, right? Even those standard basic questions are better than none. If you want to do something better, then go and research and look at their, as Chris said, Glassdoor, customer reviews, ex companies, or the latest news about the company. Ask about that. Those are interesting and fun, and it shows the research to the hiring manager and the interviewer that you've done your research. There is an intent. You are interested in the role. Clearly, someone who is not interested won't do all this time and effort or spend this time and effort, right? So one of the key things that indicate to us to de-risk the hiring is to kind of make sure that you're interested and you're excited about the role, right? So do that research and ask the questions. Remember, at least 3 to 5, please.
Yeah, exactly. And I have to add on to that. The simplest way to do some research is if they have a consumer product, right? Like an app on the App Store, just download it and play with it. Like I've also had people come in and it's like, no, I didn't even look at your website. I was like, what? I mean, I like the honesty and I appreciate that, but you didn't even look at the website. Like that is super unprepared. And that is just not a good first impression to set. And it's a huge turnoff. And it's like, okay, so what are you doing here if you don't actually care? So I'm just going to read out some questions that you might ask. If you really don't know what to ask, have these in your back pocket, right? So what does success look like for a designer in this company? Can you share examples of effective collaboration that designers and their partners have in the company? Where does design show up in the production process? How does the design team decide how to prioritize? Tell me a time when things weren't going well on the team and who raised the flag. Like, just genuinely be interested and the questions would come up. But if you don't, like, let's just say you're a junior, you just really don't know how product development works and design works in teams, then having a few of these in the back pocket, like, you know, what's the expectation of my role? Is the easy one, et cetera, right?
Yeah, and just to add a few more questions, because Chris talks about the product and the team and challenges, I will add on from, let's say, questions that you can ask about the hiring manager, right? Especially for first interview the hiring manager, you want to build a rapport, you want to build a relationship. So ask them, and you just go to the LinkedIn profile, right? And you can see what is the last role that they did, the last company, last position, and the current run. So you ask them, how did you find the transition from past company to current company? Do you notice any cultural differences between working at these two companies? Next one, how long have you been working with this current company and why did you decide to continue and stay? What is motivating? What is your favorite part about working here? What is so special about the culture here that attracted you and keeps you here? Third one is, what are you most excited about the future of the company? What is your vision for the company? What's your vision for the team? What are the possible impacts and outcomes you hope to and you like to see? Those give you a whole sense of the hiring manager's motivation, and which also will hopefully encourage you and like kind of convince you, you know, it's a good place to go to. And also in terms of their vision for the future. If that future is not in line with your future, you will know, right? You don't have to wait for 3-6 months to be dissatisfied with your job and kind of like take a step back.
Awesome. Okay, so before we go, want to listen to the full conversation? Click the video on screen now. Subscribe to the channel if you want to join us live. Oh, wait. Okay, fine, you don't have to join us for the live stream, but if you like stuff like this, then click that subscribe button. I'll see you on the inside. Bye!